everybody. I bet you hopefully are as excited as I am. Today is going to be a good day. We have our Ninja Sport Championship Youth Qualifier. Starting things off here this morning with the 8 and 9-year-old division. Looks like our camera operators are bouncing into action. Can see the reset crew is making their way, taking some last-minute looks at all of the obstacles. Have our first athlete is up on the starting platform, looking ready to rock. Here we go, TJ. If you're new to the NSC, the athletes will have 3 minutes here to finish a hybrid course. Everybody is going to run the speed course afterward, and then the top 10 are going to move on to run the burnout. On to obstacle number 3 already. He's allowed the bar underneath his feet. We'll probably see a handful of kids do that exact same skip that Thomas did, opting to not use the blue bar. They are allowed to stand, plant, and dive off. Making his way along. Already seeing some success on the hybrid course. It is an NSC qualifier, so he's hoping to punch a ticket into the sectionals for youth. Along to the hook lane. These new claw hooks are a little less forgiving than our regular claw hooks. A little bit tougher to hang on to. Be just a little gentler. Now for the first point in the course that gets a little bit dynamic. They have to lâcher up onto this floating platform. That is a clear once they reach that floating platform, and now we are moving on to the big magnetic ring dropper. Success on the catch. No problem so far at Mr. Thomas. Now they are allowed any of the holds on this pendulum hold. No problem for Thomas. Really do have to use their wingspan. The younger age group makes the dismount onto agility obstacle number 1. Bops right on through. And now for going to be a true test of agility here. We have the judges keeping an eye on him. Potentially going to have to help spot. No problem. Dances right on through. That obstacle did give us some trouble during testing. It's a lot harder. But not for Thomas, apparently. Thomas Schlicht all the way onto the last obstacle. The first runner of the day onto the last obstacle. He has 30 seconds remaining. Has to wait the reset time before attempting. Good on the judge to put his hand up and ensure that he doesn't dive in too early. We've got less than 20 seconds left. It should be enough to finish, but he's going to have to dig deep. He already missed the first grab, 15 seconds left. Lachey to the first of the R-Wings, catches it, no problem. He knows it is possible. All of these R-Wings are different sizes. The cliffhangers are the same, but they are different widths. He gets the catch. Unfortunately, he's going to time out in the air. Hits the buzzer, shows that it is possible. TJ had a fantastic run. You can see the gigantic smile. He shows the entire crowd that the entire course is possible as the very first runner. And now this is going to be interesting because what it does is when you have a really elite athlete run early like this, it can shake things up. It can certainly shake things up for the rest of the day. Next on the starting platform, we've got Ira. Looks like he's got he had an eye on every obstacle. So we know the entire course is possible. Thanks to our very first runner of the day, Ira, on to obstacle number 3 already. We'll see if anybody else adopts TJ's method here of skipping the plant bar. They are allowed to stand there. They can opt for a lache or a dive from the bar. I really do like Ira's method, using the bar itself to push up and backward and get a head start on momentum. Onto the big surf rocker. No issue so far, coming up on 45 seconds into the run, and we are on to the claw hooks. See our cameraman getting into position, trying to keep up with Ira. Another angle here. The claw hooks and dismount. They have to be precise. They're only allowed to place those claw hooks into the blue slits. Now moving on to the rope. Rope to trapeze. Pretty close to halfway through the time limit. It's going to have to lache up onto the platform. No issue, secures the point. For this next obstacle, to the magnetic ring drop. The camera angles will not always do justice to how high up this actually is. That truss system is 14 feet high. Withstands the drop without issue. Around 1 minute and 10 seconds remain. You can see the resetters are ready just in case. We did see Thomas, the first runner, catch this on the first attempt. We are going to see more success. Cliffhanger swing to enormous dismount. We have a little bit less than 1 minute left. You can see during the rules walkthrough, we did have somebody ask if they could skip the cat grab platform. No issue out of Ira. 40 seconds remain. No falls to this point. We almost had a finisher. Same issue with our second runner of the day, Ira. Both of them missed the very first component. On the final obstacle, 20 seconds remain. We're seeing the same situation occur. You can see his coach in the background. Looks like he's telling him to lay out for it a little bit further. The upper body in front just misses the catch. He's gonna run out of time. Another victim to the final obstacle of the day. Still a powerful, very fluid, very impressive run out of Ira. See our camera operators getting back into position. Making sure that the course gets reset. Elliott up there and ready to rock. He's got a bruise on his shin. Maybe he was practicing Coach Skinny's technique for going through the course. 3 minutes is all we've got. Hasn't been enough yet. 2 runners so far, showing us every obstacle is possible. But can you do it fast enough? Everybody's here wanting to punch a ticket into the NSC Youth Sectionals plant and jump. We saw the dive that time. Opting for the obstacle the way it was done in the demo video. Mr. Elliott. We are building up some swing and a dive onto the claw hooks. Making similar time to Ira, the athlete who ran just before. Into the claw hook zone, you do have to be precise. You can't build too much swing. There's not a ton of purchase. They're not very curved claw hooks. Rope to trapeze. Let's see if Elliott can do what Thomas and Ira have done so far. Complete this obstacle on their first try. They do have to lache up into the truss window onto the platform. Now for the magnetic drop. You can see our resetter has ladder ready just in case anybody misses the magnetic ring lache. Coming up on halfway through the time limit. Handful of obstacles remain. On to the pendulum drop. Hasn't been many issues with this obstacle so far. Speaking too soon, Elliott takes the fall, reset crew, hops into action. Let's see the judge holding Elliott back. He does have to wait the time limit. Does have to wait the reset time limit before attempting the obstacle again. Try number 2. Can he catch these cliffs on his second attempt? They are wide, especially for this age group. No problem. He's able to get enough data on. No! He does the hard part of the obstacle. He undershoots the dismount. He will have 1 try remaining. He should have enough time to do it within the time limit. But this is his last try. Again, if you're new to the NSC, you can attempt each obstacle 3 times. If you fail it on your 3rd try, your run ends. Opting for continuous Lachey posture, looks way more comfortable on this attempt. Lachey's through, secures the point. He does have 30 seconds remaining. Will he pick up the remaining 2 obstacles within the time limit? No issue on the agility. Another athlete onto the final obstacle. If he secures this final obstacle, he could put himself into 1st, even though he has the singular fall. But does he have the energy left? We have 5 seconds remaining. I do not think it's going to be enough time, but he gets his hands onto the final obstacle. Fantastic run out of Mr. Perez. Currently in 1st, we have our 1st runner of the day, 2nd runner of the day, 3rd runner of the day. Up 4th in the run order, we have Mr. Christopher. No full finishers yet. The judge throwing the thumbs up to everybody in the gym. Christopher done. On to obstacle number 2. Got to see a teammate just run. Seen every obstacle completed. Beautiful Lachey technique. Now we are onto the big surfing platform. I do like that he ran all the way to the 2nd straps. Will he be able to feel out and harness his momentum for the big jump dismount? He does make it, opting for a crane technique. 1 foot on top of the block, 1 foot on the front. Another athlete onto the claw hooks. You can see they hold the yellow portion. Take the curved portion of the claw hook, place them into those slits. Building swing for a dismount, no problem. Adam Mr. Dunn. Quick shake of the hands into the rope trapeze platform. This obstacle will be interesting as the day progresses. The smaller athletes do have to be a little bit more dynamic to Lachey up onto the platform. But there's more room for their bodies. The larger athletes throughout the day are going to have to use a different technique.
All right, let's go.
Christopher looking confident, looking comfortable. Has about 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining.
Come on.
Without fail to this point.
Oh, yeah.
Confident, continuous Lachey posture coming up on 1 minute remaining.
We have a minute left. Let's go.
Currently in 4th place.
Come on, dude. Nice. Big
Zero issue catching the pendulum. Cliffhangers. Can he secure the dismount on the 1st try?
Let's go.
We have no problem. No problem through the wobbly block agility obstacle.
All right.
Placing his left foot out to feel the rotation of the rotator. Dives for the block. Great save, grabbing the backside of the platform. And another athlete onto the very final obstacle. Will our 4th athlete of the day be the one to unlock the R-Wing cliffhangers? Coming up on a little less than 20 seconds remaining. Gets the dismount. We have our first clear of the day. Can see the giant smile. Well deserved out of Mr. Dunn. will take him from 4th place. The 4th runner, we have a clear. Secures himself 1st place currently. Mr. Dunn gets himself a gold coin. Every finisher of the day will receive a gold coin. Definitely not made out of chocolate. They're real gold. Up next, we got Will Loeffler. I'm guessing that's how to pronounce that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong out here. Mr. Will is on the course. Let's see what technique he uses. Slight misfire on the lâché. Maybe believes that he had undercooked the swing. Immediate reversion to a dive. Looking very confident. 1 powerful pull. 2 powerful pulls. Can he figure out the momentum and throw from the giant surf platform? No issue. Looking confident, looking comfortable. Digging the style. Checkered shorts. Got Steel City. Shout out to Steel City. Some good friends out there. Moving on to the claw hook lane. Hooks to slits. Building swing for a dismount. No issue. Looking smooth and confident. Really not taking any time on dismount platforms. Sort of a land, look, move, which is sort of a sign of a veteran athlete. Making up time on transitions. Beautiful lâché to dismount technique. Gets his upper body over his feet. Linked lâché already changes his posture and position in the air, knowing that his lâché was adequate for an early dismount. Now we are on to the pendulum dropper. Really a wide catch for these younger athletes. We'll see what adjustments he can make. See him taking a big, long breath, shaking his hands out. Did he get enough data from that try to have some success on try number 2? It is a very large lâché. He gets enough information. Excellent toe shoot style swing to get a head start on momentum. Beautiful moves through the first agility obstacle. Full confidence for the second agility obstacle. We have another athlete with light at the end of the tunnel. Are we going to get another clear? We're undershoot the lâché just slightly. He does have 2 more attempts to make this happen. Will he have time? Loading up for swing again. Under 10 seconds remaining. It's going to be tough, but there is a world where it's possible. Catches the first R-wing. Huge kick to pull momentum, but we are going to run out of time. Way to put it all out there. Fantastic run. Great posture, great position, great movement through obstacles out of Mr. Will. On to our next athlete. We have Mr. Remy. Mr. Remy telling Judge Skinny to behave down there. You better behave during my run. Smack you around. Smack you in the face, Judge Skinny. Remy on to obstacle number 1 and off of obstacle number 1. Seen a clear. Seen a lot of success so far. This Ninja Sport Championship Youth Qualifier here at Obstacle Academy. A lot of heavy hitters in the NSC. See what technique he goes for here. Looks like he's skipping the bar altogether. Some athletes are so much more confident with a lâché that they'd rather not even put their feet down and attempt the dive. Builds up swing. Is a tricky dismount. Much trickier than the athletes are making it look so far. Now into the claw zone. Little flicks of the wrist. Combining a couple different modes of movement. Dismount out. Comfortable, smooth. Looking ready. Just about at the halfway mark of the time limit. Undershoots a little bit. It's really difficult to try to crane an obstacle like that with no front face. See the judge stopping him before attempting, making sure he waits the entire reset time. What adjustments is he going to make? Is he going to build more swing? Looks like he certainly has more swing this time. He's able to find success. Good on Remy to figure it out on his second attempt. Quick match of the hands, and then we are on to the magnetic ring dropper. Rings to ring. Definitely has enough swing. Magnet disengages, able to withstand the impact. One more swing just to be sure. We get down to about 45 seconds left. Mr. Remy, does he have the strength left to catch these cliffs on the pendulum drop? Almost. Looks like he potentially lacheyed a little bit too far forward. You don't want to lachey too far forward and go through and miss the cliffhangers. You almost want to underdo the lachey and pull him downward to enact the action of the component. Attempt number 2, probably all he'll have time for. He's going to have less than 1 second remaining. Down to his final second. He gets to touch the trapeze bar, and time runs out. Great run out of Mr. Remy. Welcome to the NSC. Up next, there he is. This will certainly be an anticipated run. He's had a lot of success so far this year in the NSC. He has a nearly unheard of 3 full sweeps. So if you're unfamiliar with how the NSC works, the athletes are going to run up to 3 courses today. So they'll run this hybrid course, then everybody's going to run a speed course, and then the top 10 from the day are going to run the burnout. So Aiden has 2 sweeps currently. So he has 2 NSC competitions where he won the hybrid, speed, and burnout. So he's looking to add to that track record today. I do get an opportunity to coach Mr. Aiden here, kind of a well-rounded athlete. Trains here, trains at Ninjas United, also local. See him here doing a ton of speed courses, a ton of salmon ladder tech. And you can see here too, just the early dismounts, the movement. The other athletes were rounding out at about 90 seconds to this point. Aiden is ahead. He will have to clear, although he is moving lightning fast, he will have to clear the entire course in order to position himself into first, because there is a full clear so far. You can see that he didn't like the angled approach. He puts 1 foot out to secure it, dances through the agility, no problem whatsoever. Aiden onto the final obstacle, only halfway through the time limit. Moving at a blazing pace, maybe just a little bit too fast. Those cliffhanger ledges will tip on you. He does have another attempt. He knows he has the strength for these cliffhangers. Maybe rushed his first attempt just a little bit. Does he have the strength left for the final component? Of course he does. This is Mr. Aiden Lekie. We're talking about another buzzer. Would probably have liked the full clear, but he does earn himself a gold coin. Great work out of Mr. Aiden. All right, back down to the starting platform. Walter Nguyen. Walter was our height check athlete at the beginning of each obstacle that required a jump. Looking good so far. We usually take the shortest athlete just to make sure that they can reach each component. See him building up swing. Doesn't look like he's going to use his feet on the bar. He's just building swing for the Lachey to the trapeze bar. No issue whatsoever. A lot of these athletes are so much more comfortable swinging and flinging themselves than they are with their feet on anything. Here he goes. You can see him sort of sink through the neutral portion of the swing to build as much as he can. He's going to have to really cooperate with the swing of the component to launch himself to the dismount block. It's a much bigger dismount than it looks on camera. Now we are into the claw zone, slamming that first claw into the slit. Here he goes. Just has to tilt the clock back. Come on, tilt that thing backward just a little bit. Makes it happen. Little flick of the wrist, and we are back in action. No fails to this point. Looking very comfortable swinging, looking very comfortable on the course. We go high hips on the backswing. Lachey's on out with no issue. Looks like he's gonna run through the rope to get a head start on swing to the trapeze bar. Knowing how to use his size, knowing how to use his strength, you can see his change of posture in the air to get his weight up and backward as high as possible on his backswing to get a head start on momentum, opting for a crane technique on to the platform.
Okay, huge here, buddy. Let's go, big.
Coming up just a little bit short. Will get another 2 attempts. He can climb up onto the platform whenever he is ready. Here he goes. Opts to skip the chalk bucket. Try number 2. 25 seconds remain in his run. Looking very, very comfortable all the way up to this point. Underdid the Lachey very slightly. Here we go. Try number 2. Makes it happen. Just has to get this dismount. Makes the recovery. He's going to be coming up on short time with only 2 seconds remaining. That's going to be time. Fantastic run out of Walter. Way to come back and get some success after missing his ring Lachey. Great run out of Mr. Walter. Here we go, heading back to the starting platform for the one, the only, Shea. Shea got to see some great runs so far. See how that changes his approach. Zipping into the course, going quickly. We saw Aiden absolutely fly, but had one slight miss on the final obstacle. Sprint all the way through the big surfboard. Has plenty of momentum. Be certain about the dismount into the claw zone. Little hung up on the first unhook. Quick flicks of the wrist, trying to dislodge the claws. One more tile to go. Got a dismount out of there. Fantastic work out of Mr. Shea. One full clear so far. Shea absolutely blazing to this point. Can we get a flash on the pendulum obstacle? Of course we can. Just has to secure this giant dismount. Not giant for Shea, apparently. We are moving on to the rotator. No matter who you are, you take a one breath right there. Here we go, Shea. Fail free to this point. Can we secure another clear? One final component to catch. Hands have to be tired. Catches the very fronts. The hold tips, but no issue for Mr. Shea Allen. That is great work. He's going to earn himself a gold coin. Every finisher of the day will receive a gold coin. Genuine gold. Can sell it. Each one's probably worth $4,000 to $5,000 depending on your vendor. I'm just guessing. I'm not a gold expert. And they are made out of chocolate, so they might turn you away. Up next, local legend. We have Mr. Logan Lee. Or have a camera reconnecting. Here we go. Mr. Logan trying to make it happen here, opting for the dive. No problem. Makes the dismount, and we are on to the surf platform. Here the coaching you can see is positioning that front foot on the very front of the surfer. Excellent technique out of Mr. Logan. Now we are on to the claw hooks. Keeping his eye on the back claw hook, understanding he will have to pull it outward. Now we are moving on to the high platform dismount. Onto the high platform, confident dismount, immediate jump onto the rings. A little over halfway through the time limit. Oh, some of the hardest obstacles do remain. Great linked dismount. We are building momentum for the cliff dropper. Just undercooks the Lachey very slightly. Attempt number 2 underdoes the Lachey just slightly. Does he have the energy left? Can he take a breath and focus up? Understands the adaptations he's going to need to make. His hair's looking good as ever. Here we go. You can hear the coaching yelling, bigger swing. Has the swing. Just underdoes it slightly. Great run out of Mr. Logan. Heading back down to the starting platform. Next athlete of the day. Tough course. Little handful of finishers so far. Shea Allen in first place currently. Christopher Dunn and then Aiden Lekie. Onto the starting platform. Next athlete up. Got Theo. Just misses the dismount. Comes off to the side. Hopefully he can line it up a little bit better on this one. No problem. Hops right back into action. You can see picked up the pace again immediately, knowing the early fail will cost him eventually. Still plenty of time to finish the entire course, and judging on how confident he looks so far. Oh, I think he keeps his feet up. Miraculous save. Spins all the way around the strap. That was the craziest save of the day, certainly. The weekend is young. Coming out fiery, coming out quick. Trying to smooth things out. Every point does count. If you can make a save like that, it is worth it. It's a tough course, but we have had some success so far. Here we go. Halfway through the time limit, just over halfway. Couple tough moves remaining. Excellent continuous lâché posture onto and then off of the ring. Here we go, onto the giant cliff droppers. Oh, just posture. Just a slight posture issue. Has the swing for it. Body position was off just slightly. Has time to finish. This is one of the beauties of the NSC format, is your fails do reset per obstacle. Can he build swing fast enough for the dismount? No issue. We are back in action. It is possible with the remaining time, but it's likely going to require 2 flash attempts on the final 2 obstacles. 25 seconds remaining. Beautiful swing generation. Just coming up short. A very, very short time remaining. See the resetters jumping into action there, making sure the components are stopped. Build-in swing just running out of time. Great run out of Mr. Theo. Way to stay powerful the entire time. Great save on the agility. Running off into the sunset. Up next, back down to the starting platform. Another Ninjas United athlete. Let's see, we're getting ready to rock. Quick shakeouts of the hands. Nod to the judge. Dive out to the second ring. We got Brayden. Obstacle number 3, full confidence. Great dismount. We are pulling swing. No problem. Jumps over and grabs a couple claw hooks. Into the claw zone. One tile after another, building swing, flicking the wrist. Excellent head start on momentum, very confident dismount. Zipping along, making really good time. You can kind of tell when an athlete moves smoothly. They're not doing anything erratic, trying to go out of their way for giant moves or anything. Just smooth forward movement leads to a really fast run. You can see here. We're at 1:20. Just a handful of obstacles left. There have been 2 full clears. Knowing that every point is going to be very important. Dances through the first agility obstacle. Then we're on to the rotator. Skipping the cat grab shield potentially. Gets a quick feel for the action. Knows this is going to have to be fast. Arms out to steady himself. Upper body toward the double block dismount platform just to be certain. We are building swing all ready for the final obstacle with 1 minute remaining. We are lashing to the first cliffs. You do have to be so accurate. The timing, your hands really do need to catch those cliffhangers at the exact same time. They're going to tip left and right. They're going to tip forward and back unless you grab them perfectly. Final obstacle of the day really is going to challenge you. From a precision, strength standpoint. Very comfortable on the first catch. Can we do it again? We absolutely can. With a little less than 30 seconds remain. We get another clear. We're handing out another gold coin. Here he goes. Another gold coin. Go sell that thing. Sell that thing, buy some toys. I don't think kids play with toys anymore. Buy some Robux, Fortnite dollars, whatever kids play with these days. Back down to the starting platform. Switching over to the girls division. Ninja U athlete, Evelyn. On the course. It's up and running. First for the girls here. Open division is all wrapped up. Got Miss Miller. Gonna show us what she can do. Opting for the plant dive. Good early move to get your heart pumping. Definitely looks bigger when you're up there. You can see her take a big breath after the shuffle across the surf platform. You can see the reset crew is ready in case anybody slips off. You don't want that thing to become a giant battering ram. Full confident jump. She did get to see a ton of athletes run earlier. She still is the first for the girls, so she's the first against all the athletes that she's competing with. We're into the claw zone. You can see her focused up. You really see an athlete kind of body language and everything change once there are a few obstacles in. You can see everybody look a little smoother, a little bit more confident. Onto the rope to trapeze. No problem building swing. Will she build enough to get there but not overshoot? Just second guesses it. That was a great fix. They are allowed to grab that post wrap up top. No falls to this point, making really good time. Little over a minute remaining, a minute and 10 seconds. Giant magnetic ring dropper. Don't want to overdo it. Don't want to underdo it. Just about perfectly. Can she fix this? With every extra swing that you take. She's gonna take the reset. Was a little off. Have to climb up. She does have to wait the reset time. She can chalk up while she's up there if she'd like. You really do pay the extra swing tax if you don't commit to the dismount early on an obstacle like this. You can see the big yellow ring that they lachey to is only rigged from one strap. So the swing is not regulated. Just second guesses the dismount, does it again. She did have enough swing to make it. She's gonna take a second fall there. Kind of gonna be in hot water. She's gonna have to climb up kind of fast. Only gonna have a couple seconds remaining. Only gonna have 5 seconds. Likely won't be enough, and we are running out of time. Still a great try out of Evelyn running first for the girls. Great run out of Miss Miller. All right, back down to the starting platform. Here we go. Zoey Smith running second here in the girls division for the 8 and 9-year-olds. Got to see Evelyn have some success on the course. Not get to the last couple obstacles. You can see what Zoey learned from Evelyn's run. Looking confident. We are skipping the bar plant. Shane right through and onto the giant surf. Already able to pull a ton of momentum on the first run down the board. Couple quick swings and a big jump. We're making it happen into the claw zone. Resetters hanging around there, ready for action. Claw hook, unhook, rehook. Pulling momentum, dismounting out. We're onto the platform in the sky. Just got to see one other athlete in her division did make this move.
Spot your angle, spot your dismount.
If she completes this obstacle, she will position herself into first for the girls. The dismount is what Evelyn struggled with earlier. The catch, no issue. Stays lined up, hooks a dismount, makes it there, no problem. Putting together a really good run. There are 4 ledges on this hold that they're allowed. There are ledges inside of the hold and on the outsides of the hold. Maybe overdoes the lache very slightly. Takes her first fall on the course. Hopefully the only one. Catches it, no issue. Can we secure the dismount? Falls backward, no! Waiting out, countdown.
You got it, Zoey. Come on, all day.
Just miss positions. Great run out of Zoey. Pushes a little bit further. Puts herself into first. Gets a hug. Now we head back down to the starting platform. We got JJ. Jayla, well-known athlete here at Obstacle Academy. Works real hard on an elite team. Just off to the side. Really do want to be lined up for that first dismount. There is a plane that they have to maintain. Hopefully she can keep her wits about her. No issue, and we are right back into it. One fall so far. See her coming back into her competitive flow. Reaching up. Does she go for the plant and dive? Absolutely. Every extra swing will add up. She knows with the early fall that she's going to have to move quickly or move further than the other athletes. Back to looking confident again. Quick handful of chalk, glances down at the claw hooks. Seen a lot of success on these so far, but if you're even missing one reach does add up. Saw several athletes time out really in the air on the way to the buzzer. So even one missed reach, one extra swing, it all does add up. If you rush later on, sometimes you can overdo it, be even more costly. Jayla's right back into the flow here again. Got about a minute and 15 seconds. Is going to have to move. You can see she's pushing off the platform to try to gain momentum. Probably has enough swing, just has to commit to it now. Opts for a slight crane technique, and we are right into the rings. 1 minute remaining. This has the one fall. Has to do this ring catch. Does need to build swing as quickly as possible. Catching the magnet drop, no problem. Dismounts early enough to stay lined up. 40 seconds remain. Completing this obstacle would position her into first for the girls.
Bigger than you think. Higher. Lock off and squeeze. Huge, Jayla.
Coming up a little bit short on time with 25 seconds. If we flash it, she will have time for another attempt, but it's going to have to be about as efficient as possible.
You gotta go. You have like 12
We'll have
seconds.
no time to waste.
Huge kick right away.
Has to be as powerful as possible. Has to Lachey here and almost link it. Will we have the strength? Comes up just a little bit short. Nice try out of Jayla. Should position her currently into second. Great run out of Jayla. Fist bumps from the coach. Puts her into second place. We do have speed remaining and potentially burnout. Back down to the starting platform. Here we go with Daisy. Just comes up short. Couple athletes struggling with that dismount on the first obstacle. She goes lining it up. Just off very slightly. They do have to change their direction very slightly for the dismount. Kind of in hot water here. Does need to line it up. Slight meander in the swing. This looks a lot better. Do make it happen, and we are right back into it. Way to keep it together. Looking confident again. Got that first obstacle out of the way. Got the second obstacle out of the way, too. See her landing. Arms out. Quick stability. Saw this obstacle completed in many different ways. Are we going to use the bar underneath? They are allowed the yellow vertical bars. They are allowed the ring up top. You can see our judge there being ready. Here we go. Confident footwork onto the dive to the trapeze bar. Gets the countdown from the coach. It's good coaching out there. That countdown trick does work surprisingly well. Pull and swing, making it happen. Really coming back from those early two falls. Looking more confident with every obstacle, putting points on the board. A little under a minute remaining, and we are into the claw zone. Trying to unhook that first hook. Makes it happen. First hook is the biggest reach. The others slightly ascend, change heights, directions a little bit. The restriction from the straps can make it tricky to really flick your wrist and remove the claw hook. Dangling along, making it happen. Got about 20 seconds left. Needs to line up this dismount. Another point on the board. Taking a breath. Some quick direction from the judge. We have a little under 10 seconds remaining. Hopefully pick up this last point. That's going to be it for the time limit. It's a great run out of Daisy. Way to make it happen. After the early falls, makes it happen. Three runners remaining. This first hybrid age group is just blazing by. Back down to the starting platform. Camera operators getting in position. Resetters all ready. Judge is ready. Marlie is ready. Nice usage of posture and position to change directions to ensure the dismount. We're on to obstacle number 2. Quick bar traverse. Securing another point. We're on to the ring plant dive. Building swing, reaching up, securing the feet, ready for the dive. Just about no hesitation, and we are dismounting out and on to the surfs up. Building swing, really figuring out how to pull momentum off this thing early. Probably has enough for the dismount, if not more. Almost takes a fall on the next obstacle. Claw hooks again, having a little bit of trouble getting this one in. It's able to figure it out. These obstacles might be a little underlooked just because of how much time it takes. So many athletes timing out. Uh-oh, it's going to be tricky to let go of the claw hook. Those things do not stay in on their own very well. She liked that hand position a little bit better for the unhook, rehook. Probably has a swing to dismount right off one hand. We are moving on. A lot of them land there and want to look forward. Pulling momentum here. Come on, Marlie. Let's get up there. Let's make it happen. Probably has enough swing, just has to get her shoulders over her feet. Nice save with the hands. Judge Skinny's there ready for a catch in case anything goes crazy. And we grab the post wrap. Excellent job. Like that she stayed standing up tall. Use just those fingertips to keep her on the dismount platform. Resetter over there. Mr. Benny's ready just in case. Marlie's building swing. About 20 seconds remaining. Strong catch on the magnet ring. Does have to dismount. You really can't take extra swings on this one. End up going awry. And that's just going to have less than 1 second remaining.
Take a deep breath.
And that will be time. It's a great run out of Marlie. Nice run out of Miss Higbee. We'll be running speed later on. Heading back down to the starting platform. Evelyn Pedersen. Confident on obstacle number 1. Very quick through obstacle number 2. We're seeing some very fluid movement right out of the gate. Knowing that time is going to be a factor. One of those benefits of running later, although she will have to run speed early. It's a great save on surfs up. Trusting the strap grab. Those things are harder. It's harder to grab both of those straps at the same time than you might think. They're a little bit too far in your peripheral to have a good eye on both at the same time. Here we are into the claw zone. You want to get through this one as quick as possible. Spending a lot of time on your hands, you're focusing. Not to mention the time pit that it can be. A lot of fluidity in the course, other than this real speed bump right here throughout this truss system. Landing and immediately moving right on. One-handed rope swing, demonstrating some strength. We are seeing a really powerful, confident run so far here. Let's hope we can maintain this flow, maintain this momentum all throughout. Opts for a crane, gets the center of gravity low, grabs the back side of the platform, jumping to the second ring and immediately using that meander to harness momentum toward the magnet lache. Continuous lache posture, almost links the dismount. However, we are going twisted a little bit. If you can change directions fast enough, it might be worth it, but taking the fall is probably the competitive choice. Really do want to get off that magnet ring as fast as possible. Waiting the reset time. And here we go. 1 minute remaining. Opts for a monkey bar. That might come in handy later on. Some athletes probably saw that and said, wait a second, I have a wingspan like that. To the cliff catch, almost fumbles one of the cliffhanger edges and maintains her grip. Landing, staying forward just enough. Will we see a finish here? In the female division, in the 9U, haven't seen this last obstacle in this division yet. We have 20 seconds remaining. She's going to have to dive in immediately and have to flash this final obstacle. It is possible, but she will have to lache on this swing, catch, and build momentum quickly. We come off. We got gonna run out of time. We get all the way to the last obstacle. Crazy good run out of Evelyn. Without the fall on the magnetic ring dismount, likely could have seen her with a clear. Now we are up to what must be our final athlete in the division. Got Evy coming out of the one, the only Big Time Ninja. Shout out to Big Time. Our buddies out there. Wonder who her head coach is. If she gets Mr. Swan or Parker or Joe. Building up swing on the big old surfboard. Definitely has enough momentum. Just has to tether it back for the landing. Snatches the claw hooks. We are into the claw zone. Real confident run so far here, and I miss Ruff. Our technician over here is trying a different look with our banner. Kind of mixing stuff up. Can we get this high up dismount? You can see the swing forward almost. Onto the magnet ring, potentially Lachane early. Might feel better about the lineup. Just comes up a little bit short. Still making fantastic time. Has to wait the entire reset time. We are right back into it. We've only seen the last obstacle attempted once here in the female division. Excellent continuous lache posture. Threatens to chalk up, doesn't. Dives right in. Less than a minute remaining. It is possible, but everything else is really going to have to go right. And so far it is. Probably has momentum for an early dismount. Comes up short. Maybe hangs on just a little bit too long for the dismount. Certainly has time to finish this obstacle. Hands looked very strong on the first catch. Was able to flash attempt the catch, but just mistimed the dismount slightly. Less than 30 seconds remain. We are on to the cliffhangers. Needs just a little bit more momentum. Making it happen. We are going to dance across that first balance obstacle, and then we are right onto the rotator. No problem on the second one. We are coming up on short time with less than 10 seconds remain. She will be able to get her hands on the first component. What a great run out of Miss Ruff. Fantastic work. Shout out to Big Time. Great job, everybody. That first division, that was a blast to watch. We have speed coming up very shortly. Gonna get our courses reset. Speed is going to be in about half an hour, everybody. So we're gonna make some course changes. Why don't you get yourself a snack? Stay tuned in. We'll be right back. Congratulations to all the runners in the 8 and 9-year-old division in their hybrid here at Obstacle Academy's Youth NSC Qualifier. Tons of action coming all weekend long. Tons of courses. About 100 competitors with their hat in the ring here today. So thanks for tuning in. Be back in about half an hour for the speed course, so stay tuned. Woo-wee, gang. We had ourselves an entire hybrid division, which was a blast. Some crazy saves, some crazy stuff. A lot of heavy hitters in that. Man, has Ninja changed. A lot of heavy hitters in that youngest age group. Couple clears. That was crazy. Now we have speed. Speed coming up here in just a minute or two. Let's see our camera operators getting ready. Trying to sync everything up. Got coaches and everybody asking last-minute questions, kind of walking the course. So the run order here is going to be reversed. So the first open athlete to run the hybrid course is going to be the last open athlete to run the speed course. Same thing is going to go for the female division. Quick look through all our cameras here. Got our main camera operator down there, Miss Freya, getting into position. Looks like we are starting things off with Brayden. Boom, and we are doing speed. Look, Brayden is moving. This is exactly what you want to see, really, out of the speed athletes. Your falls do not matter. It just matters how fast you go. He is absolutely cooking. This is looking awfully confident here early in the runs for the speed division, and we got our first speed athlete on and then off the course fast. Have a feeling that's going to be tough to beat. What is that, 32.5? You'll see a lot of the fastest times typically in the NSC course. You see right around 30 seconds. So got Theo up next. See what Theo can put on the board. Up the ramp, off the ramp, to the ring, to trapeze, pulling right through the Lachey bar onto the big jug dismount. Probably has enough swing already. Crane technique on the platform, trampoline, trampoline, onto the wall run. Quick feet running along. Onto the first 90-degree move, and then the dismount. Over to the jug, pulls back with one back swing. Saw Brayden really put this together quickly. Coming up in about 35 seconds to the first portion of the bar tipper. I think a lot of the money is going to be made right here, how quickly they can get through that bar tipper. We got another time on the board of 45.6 seconds. Heading back down to the starting platform again for our third runner in the speed division. We got Logan Lee. Combination of their scores here are going to determine gets into burnout. A big pull, one extra swing just to be safe. Really want to minimize those in the speed course. Hot feet, moving along quickly. Jump out, trying to set up as many links as we possibly can. Every single backswing really adds up. Fingertips on the rings, able to make the direction change happen. Onto the final obstacle of the speed course here, the bar tipper. We're going to Lachey up, traverse along the bar, reach past the bearing plate for the bar to tip. Setting up a dismount, potentially early, one extra backswing. Lachey forward, time of 50.7 seconds. It's his buddies cheering him on down there. You love to see it. It's fist bumps. Nice run at him, Mr. Logan. Up next, got Shea. Shea with an incredible hybrid run. Onto the speed ring, trapeze, link tech through the Lachey bar, onto the jug. Probably just one backswing here. We'll see what time he can shave off that the other athletes used. It's hopping along quickly. A little bit of misfire in the reach, totally fine. He's able to fix it with just one additional backswing. Jump links through the jug, uses his extra reach to change directions on the ring immediately. Now we're onto the bar tipper already. How quickly can we get on and off of this? One back pull, and we have a time of 34.2 seconds. Very competitive speed course time. Second on speed, first on the hybrid. Back down to the starting platform, we got Mr. Walter. Mr. Walter is up the ramp to the ring, trapeze, gonna set up a Lachey down to the Lachey bar. Link Tech, no problem. Full confidence on his run. Jumping out to the jug. One big full backswing, two backswing. Probably has the momentum to make the dismount. Comes up just a little bit short. On that post, Judge makes sure he waits the full 5 seconds. It's a little bit easier to withstand than the 10-second resets on the hybrid. He does make it happen. He can make it happen as long as he can get a foot up somewhere. Uses the post. Incredible save. You can hear the crowd really coming to life. Uses a full body, full of energy. Another quick save on the blocks. We're jumping out just a little bit short. Does have what it takes to make this jump happen. Coming up just a little bit short. Glancing down again. Knows he can make this jump. Takes that quick breath again. Makes it happen. Another incredible save out of Walter. Really putting together an exciting speed run here. No problem on the 90-degree Lachey. And we are on to the last couple of obstacles in the speed course. Just has to make this Lachey 2 jug. Reset crew jumping into action. He will get another try here. Coming up on about a minute and 20 seconds so far. Try number 2 on the jug. Lachey, I would like to see him grab the sides of the jug rather than just the front. It's going to tip a lot less. See the judge giving him some quick encouragement. Maybe a little bit bigger of a swing. Takes an additional backswing maybe just to be sure. Makes the jug grab happen. He is going to have to change directions here. No problem. Excellent swing design. We're on to the final obstacle for Mr. Walter. The speed course can still make it happen. Really putting in the work. Coming up on the 2 minutes. The shortest athlete in the division by quite a bit. He's pulling on his final dismount out of the speed course, and we get a buzzer. Put in the work. Put in the absolute work. Getting the hugs out there from the buddies. What an amazing support system he had, just flooding him after his run. Up to Mr. Lekie. Came out absolutely blazing in the hybrid. Had an unfortunate fall on the last obstacle. Looks there, almost jump links. Knows he wants to put together a good speed run. He's cruising on through. Jump link, links dismount, another jump link, pull through the ring. Unbelievable movement here through the speed course. Takes a single backswing, gonna dive for the buzzer, and that should put him in first place in the speed division so far. That's gonna be a really difficult run to beat. Unfortunate fall on the last obstacle in hybrid. Puts himself into first for speed. Up next we got Remy. Remy's out here on the move. Obstacle Academy athlete as well. Sets him up, some link tech. Doesn't quite pull through on the dismount onto the jug jump. One big solid backswing. Dismount out to the platform. Nice crane technique. Trampoline 1, trampoline 2. Onto the wall runs. Here we are onto the 90-degree Lachey. Can he link the dismount through? Doesn't quite link it. Still pulls through. Still making a competitive time. Has to change directions quickly after the jug. Lachey. One extra swing to line up for the dismount. Now we are on to the final speed course obstacle. You can see him breathing. You can see him eyeballing up the Lachey. Every extra swing is going to add up. He's going to want to move through as fast as he possibly can. To the next section of the bar. Tipper should be able to get the dismount. Single hand dismount, reach to the buzzer. Just under 1 minute. Great run out of Remy. Heading back down to the starting platform. Mr. Will. Will is on the move, really smooth run in his hybrid. You can see the fluency, obstacle fluency is transferring over into the speed course. Trampoline 1, trampoline 2. Definitely wants a competitive time on the speed course. Excellent backswing for the 90-degree Lachey. Links the dismount. We are already on to the jug and then ring reach. Doesn't take a full backswing to save critical milliseconds onto the final obstacle. Lachey up to the first portion of the bar tipper. Enacts the action. One big reach to the end. Pulls through for an early dismount. We have another competitive time, 39.9 seconds. Great run out of Will. The 4th in speed. Up next, we had our first full clear in the hybrid course, Mr. Christopher Dunn. No, he's not done running his course yet. Wants a competitive speed course time. Already had an excellent hybrid performance through the wall runs. Absolutely no issue. Almost sets up for the jump link. Does set up for a link dismount after the 90-degree Lachey, and we are already onto the jug to ring transition. Reaches out immediately, cuts the corner, and we are onto the final obstacle already. Coming up about 35 seconds here. Chewing through this last bar tipper. Does he have enough for a dismount? Pulls through early, a time of 40.1 seconds. Very competitive speed course time. Fifth place in speed for Mr. Dunn. Back down to the starting platform. Got Elliott. Elliott already on the move. Great continuous Lachey posture. Almost sets up for a linked move. A little bit too askew on the jug swing. Might have to take one singular extra swing. Does have enough for a dismount. Makes it happen. Forward momentum takes him right to the trampoline and then into the wall run. Coming around the corner. Into the 90-degree Lachey's. I love that he linked right off the jump. Ready for the jug reach. It's going to go jug ring. Takes one extra swing here potentially. Onto the final obstacle of speed. Misses the jump. Has to wait the full 5 seconds. Reset time finished. And we are on to the bar tipper traverse. Excellent save. Gets a little bit erratic, but makes it happen. All gas, no brakes. Absolutely flooring the accelerator. Great run out of Elliott. Unfortunate one single fall. Still able to put together a good run. Up next, we've got Ira. Ira, who had a great run early on in the hybrid, gets to run nice and late in the speed course. Able to pull swing out of nowhere. Excellent demonstration of power. Trampolines into the wall run. Jumps up for the 90-degree Lachey. Links the dismount, and we are on to the bar jug ring corner. The last couple obstacles of the speed course here right in front of the crowd. Pressure's on, running speed late, running hybrid early. One of the situations you get in the NSC youth. Great run out of Ira, 41.7 seconds. Now it should be our last speed course runner of the day for the open division 8 and 9-year-olds. Coming out of the gate, hot in the hybrid course, opts to try to skip the ring. Just has to wait the 5 seconds, can still make it happen. Had a great performance in hybrid, can still actually get a great performance in the speed course. Excellent jump link for the speed, uses the post, pings off the post to make it happen. Great footwork, and we are on to the wall run. Great backswing. The falls do not matter in speed. It is just about how fast you can go. The worst part about taking a fall is there's a 5-second reset time. Nickel and dime your run. Still putting together a competitive time despite having that early fall. It's one of the things you almost have to go for sometimes in the division that's this heavy. Nice buzzer hit. A little unfortunate with the early fall. Tell is a little bit upset about it. That wraps up the open division, and we are moving on to the girls. There is Evy Ruff on the move here. Got to run last for the hybrid. Has to run first for the speed division. Coming out of big time, you know they train speed over there. Excellent thinking to just cat grab the post right onto the wall run, using every portion of the trampoline available. Almost sets up for a jump link to the 90-degree corner. Does link the dismount, one single fast backswing before the jug ring reach. Cuts the corner quickly, and now we are on to the last obstacle of the speed division. Up onto the first portion of the bar tipper. What are we going to see here different in the girls division? Cuts the dismount perfectly executed speed course performance, 41.3 seconds. At a Miss Ruff. Up next, we've got Evelyn Pedersen. Got to run very late in the hybrid, has to run real early in speed. Pulling a great amount of power to come around the corner, taking a page out of Evy's book, grabbing the post, trampoline onto the wall run, onto the 90-degree post turn. Uses her wingspan to monkey bar through almost as fast as a jump link. Has to double check with the judge on where to go. Burns up maybe 1 or 2 seconds. Absolutely fine. Still pulling through quickly. Very early dismount and still with 39.8 sub 40 time despite being lost momentarily. First place so far for the girls. Up next, we got Marlie. Marlie making her way up the ramp. Ring, trapeze, onto the Lachey bar, just about misfires, and then sets up continuous Lachey posture, and then we are back on the move. Excellent backswing generation. Comes up just a little bit short. The judge holds her back. Eliminating a false start penalty. Has enough momentum, maybe opts for the post grab on this one. Zipping on through the wall run, and then we are onto the 90-degree Lachey corner. Quick backswing, and another quick backswing. 90-degree Lachey, no issue. Pulls through for the dismount. Dive out to the Lachey bar. Has to change directions on the jug. Make it to that ring as fast as possible. Have to be precise on those jugs. Grabbing the very front will cause it to tip. You really do want your hands to be across from each other. A lot to try to take into account during a speed course run. Just milliseconds do matter. Sets up a direction change, dismount, no problem. Onto the final obstacle of the speed course, the bar tipper. One quick backswing, 2 backswings. Lachey up to the first portion of the final obstacle. Withstands the drop. One quick backswing just to be sure. We're coming up at about 1.5 minutes, 1:28. Puts in a lot of work out there in the speed course. Up next, we've got Daisy. Daisy onto the speed course. Got herself in a little bit of hot water early on in the hybrid, but was able to figure it all out. Setting up swings for her. Lachey dismount. Has the momentum for it. Comes up short. Has to go right back to the beginning of the ramp. Judge gives her the quick instructions on where to go. A little bit more confident, reaching much earlier this time. Down to the Lachey bar. It's to secure the dismount. Like to get her upper body over her feet. No problem. We are onto the jug swing. Building up as much swing as possible. Trying to stay lined up. She does have the post, waiting for her swing to come around. It is a very tricky dismount. Luckily, the dismount is padded. See a quick glance to the coach. You can see her taking those long, slow breaths, trying to stay aligned. Very, very elite style obstacle here. Almost figuring it out. Her feet are there. Just need the rest of her body to be above or even slightly ahead for this style of move. She is allowed that post. Saw early on a couple of the girls were able to grab the post. Are almost just coming up short. Nice try out of Daisy. Back down to the starting platform. We have Jayla. Jayla rocking the new shirt, the new jersey. Shout out to Jerry Boyd. Jayla's coach goes by Coach Juicy. He told all the kids to call him Coach Juicy early on. Now Jayla is on the move. Trampoline, wall run. Moving along quickly. Are we going to see a linked dismount through the 90-degree? Lachey doesn't quite have enough momentum. Pulls through as fast as possible. Quick jump to the Lachey bar. Ready to change directions on the jug. One extra swing just to be sure. Sets up a direction change using her legs. Dismount on. Quick thinking to just use one leg on the dismount, recognizing that she would have been offset otherwise. On to the final obstacle of the speed course. Traveling along, what do we have left for energy and power? We got to get through this quickly. Every extra move adds up. Onto the dismount. Cut it as close as humanly possible. 57 seconds. Now we are back down to the starting platform. We have 2 athletes remaining here in the women's division. Another Jerry Boyd shirt. What, is he just giving these things away? Here we go, moving on to the jug swing. Was making an excellent time, just flowed, got a little bit carried away, jumped off. Now we are on to the jug dismount, trampoline 1, trampoline 2, wall run, making up lost time. Real unfortunate. Sometimes when you're going fast like that, pressure's on. A little bit confused as of where to go. Just another look at the direction change that they have to make. Jug to ring, you can see the eyes just laser focused. Takes a look toward the dismount, early dismount, trying to save a little bit of time. One quick breath before the final speed obstacle. Shea up to the first portion of the bar tipper, and now we are tipping down, reaching out, one big powerful pull, reaching for the buzzer at 1 minute and 9 seconds flat. Great run out of Zoey Smith. We have one last runner here for the girls division, 9U speed. Evelyn Miller. Evelyn started us off in the hybrid. Now she's going to finish us off with the speed. Plenty of momentum for the dismount. Plenty of momentum again. Will she use the post? Trampoline 1, trampoline 2, onto the wall run, real quick feet. Now we are onto the 90-degree corner. Lachey. Couple extra swings here just to be safe. The extra swings do add up. You want to put yourself in a good position for the burnout course. There's 2 obstacles here remaining for speed. Has to cut this corner using the ring. Makes the dismount without issue. Final obstacle coming up on 1 minute for Evelyn. Let's to enact the bar tipper. One more pull just to be safe. Dismounts out. We're reaching for the buzzer at 1 minute and 8 seconds. All right, everybody. Great runs out of everybody in the speed division. Great runs out of everybody in the hybrid division. We're going to see the top 10 out of each. Running what is called the burnout. The next course that they run, once they begin, they do not drop. There are no dismount platforms in burnout. It is how long can you hang until failure or a buzzer. We're going to see what these kids are made of. At about 12:15, we're going to have our first burnout runner. That's going to be the top 10 out of each of these divisions. Thanks for tuning in so far, everybody. We're going to change our courses over, do some hold swaps, remat everything. You stay tuned. Plenty of action coming your way. We have the Open Division up first, everybody, and what a day it has been so far. Top 10 from each division are going to move on to this last brutal event here. The 9U Open Burnout is all that remains for this division. The Open Division running first, and then the girls are going to be running afterward. Looks like we are headed down to the starting platform for our first Burnout athlete of the day, Logan Lee. If you're new to the NSC, the Burnout is different from what you've seen so far today. We've watched the hybrid course, which is more of a traditionally set obstacle course. The obstacles get a little bit bigger, more difficult, more technical as you go. Then there's speed, which is an all-out push, an all-out race. And then we have the Burnout course, which is you hang until you can't. Instead of dismount platforms, you have touch points. Logan Lee is going to show us what he's got here in his last adventure of the day. It's pretty rare that there's a Burnout clear, so it's pretty rare that somebody completes all of the obstacles of a Burnout. So rather than dismount platforms, they have these touch points, and the furthest, the fastest, the most touch points in the least amount of time is going to win. There we go, securing another move. You'll see him kind of hopping along on this big spinning bar. You can see it actually will rotate under his hands, makes it really difficult to hang on to. You have to use that mixed grip. It's also a thicker bar in general than the other ones. Getting down to the lâché bar, touching the claw hook to secure a touch point, and shaking those hands out. Really is difficult. Not a lot of sports are like this. I mean, climbing. But even with climbing, you know, there's a lot of footwork involved. A lot of whole body techniques here. Burnout, you are allowed your hands, and that is it. All the hold shapes kind of vary too. See a lot of different styles of Burnout courses out there. Logan really is pushing his way along, demonstrating a lot of strength here. Getting to this next bar will secure another touch point. Really great work so far, great pace. There's a 5-minute time limit, which in my memory has only occurred once that I can remember. It's been close a couple times. I think I've only ever seen it happen one time, and that was at a championship. That was by one of the camera operators at this competition. Logan's really picking up points as he goes. You can see the look on his face. Really putting in a lot of work. Every one of these ledges has to be absolutely taxing. Trying to get to this bar just for a moment of levity. What a great run out of Logan. Those hands have to hurt. Those forearms have to be raw. Gets the hugs from the buddies. Brutal event. Brutal event. 3 courses in one day really is a lot. He got 9 touch points in 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Up next, we got Elliott. Elliott ticking his way along. Obstacle Academy native here. Been in the program for a long time. Pretty new to the NSC. Could be his first NSC qualifier that I remember him in. Securing the second touch point by touching that yellow cannonball. See how much energy he has left after running a hybrid course and a speed course. Waking up early, getting here, running NSC caliber, NSC difficulty courses, can take it out of you. He'll secure another touch point on contact with the spinning bar. Picks up this 4th point. Dangling along, really wants to get off that thing as soon as possible. You can see him setting up an early Lachey. He's going to try to transition as quickly as possible. He will get another point on contact with the claw hook. What does he have left for energy? Opts to not chalk up at that chalk point. He must still be feeling pretty good. Quick flick of the wrist. Unhook that claw hook. Building up swing for the transition. Pulls that right hip backward. Really want to get off those claw hooks as soon as possible. Opting to not chalk up again. He could have used it. Nice job at it, Elliott. Shake those hands out. One heck of a day for Mr. Perez. 6 touch points for Elliott. Back down to the starting platform. Got Theo. See what Theo has left for energy. On course number 3 here. Just the top 10 in the division make it onto the burnout course. Elliott looking strong early on in the burnout course, looking confident. Nice direction change here. Logan running first and getting all the way toward the very end of the course. Puts pressure on the rest of the athletes. Theo looks like he's kind of found his flow, found a good rhythm here. Really doing an excellent job about getting a head start on momentum on each transfer. Onto the spinning bar, opting for this backward technique. Little pops of the hips. Try to use movement rather than pull strength. Can be absolutely critical here in a course like a burnout. Some athletes can recover better than others on just static bars by dropping a hand and shaking out. You can hear his coaches and everybody saying hook. They don't get the touch point until they reach out for the hook. Not opting for chalk. Unhook, rehook, direction change. Will get chalk on this next component. Here's another look at the direction change that he's going to have to do. Looking comfortable, looking calm so far. Really not a single easy move in the entire course. Just slight misfire. Kind of bangs against the strap. A little bit technical of a move. You can see he's still coming off with a smile. It's a hug from the coach. Great work out of Theo. Head back to the starting platform. We got TJ up next. TJ started us off today in the hybrid. came out swinging. And swinging all day. We'll see what he has left in terms of endurance. You can see changing posture and position. Going to help change directions. Nice momentum generation. Long way to go. See, he's kicking away from the direction he wants to be. Great change of swing. Picks up another touch point. The second yellow cannonball. Making our way all the way to the big spinning bar. Shea still sitting. Logan still sitting in first place for burnout with 9 touch points. First athlete to opt for chalk here in a little while. Must feel good about what he has left in the tank. Sometimes you'll see athletes begin a race to a certain point, and then those critical seconds it takes you to chalk up and shake out can come back to haunt you if you don't feel like you have the endurance left. Might have to change his hand position to make this move. Makes it happen. You can see him breathing. It's a pull. It's a constant fight in a burnout course. Kind of lobs, just lobbing his way through the bars. This forward push, touch point to touch point. We're getting into the terrain here that Logan showed us earlier. Reaches a little bit low on the cone. Just a little low on the cone reach. But that is a great run out of TJ. Puts it all out there. Positions himself into second place currently on the burnout. Next up, we have Ira. Ira's going to show us what he's got left today on course number 3. Picking up his first touch point here, getting a head start on momentum. Probably has enough for the Lachey already. Reaching out to pick up an additional touch point. Trying to shape his swing so that he can reach the yellow cannonball. Maybe one more big kick and it should come around. Be a reach here with that right hand. Just peels off, doesn't quite get full hand around it. These little cannonballs can be tricky. Way to stay calm. It's a sign of a veteran athlete to stay calm under that type of pressure. There's a little hiccup in plan A. You really need to maintain focus. Understand that course run's not over. Just comes down. Third course of the day. Puts it all out there. Nice run out of Ira. Nobody has gotten to Logan's point yet. But up next, Mr. Will. Will has anything to say about it. Look at determination on his face. I know those guys train hard out there at Steel City. You can see even on contact with each new hold, you can see a posture and position change, reaching immediately. You can see here too. Every time it comes in contact with a new hold, you can see his lower and upper body are helping to change the shape of his swing. Even those micro shakeouts on transition will go a long way. Kind of signs of an experienced athlete. dangling along, little hops here. Immediate direction change, downward, then 90-degree transfer. We'll see if he opts for chalk here. He's going to do a quick shakeout. He has chalk. You can see the little chalk clouds coming off of those checkered shorts. Looking at the previous hook, quick little flicks of the wrist. See how quickly he uses his hips and that scissor swing technique to change directions. We're looking comfortable. Doesn't look too fatigued. So he's really staying calm. Kind of a technical move here. Very, very light grimace on the face, just on the upward pull through the lache. Withstands the impact of the dropping bar. Now we are on to the cones. Nice high up reach on the cones. Here we go. Cone number 2 picks up an additional touch point on the cliffhangers. Quick match. Another touch point advancing beyond a certain position on the cliffhanger board. This is where we saw Logan fall, was on the transition. We have a new mark to hit. And this last obstacle is awful. It is absolutely awful. We'll see what Mr. Will has left. Going to be a very difficult transition here. The whole structure does move. Might opt for a lache. Opts for a lache. Insane cliffhanger strength. He's been hanging for almost 3 minutes. Absolutely baffling. If you go back and watch that run, watch the little transitions, watch the manipulation on swing design, watch when he chooses to chalk up, hip position, really put on a clinic on how to run a burnout. We have a new mark to hit. Will putting himself in first place on burnout. Now we have Christopher Dunn, who's our first clear in the hybrid course today. Put himself in a very competitive position during burnout. The later you run, the more data you have, not only on what works and doesn't, but what touch point you need to get to in under a certain time. Try to push your way up the leaderboard as high as possible and get a good shot at punching your ticket to a sectional, where the difficulty in the NSC really ramps up. Great swing design here out of Christopher. Looking very calm and confident. His 90-degree changes so far in his route have caused him no issue. We're onto the spinning bar. Long spinning bar traverse, 12 feet. 12 feet of not very fun. We have Will currently in first, Logan in second, Thomas Schlicht, TJ in third currently for burnout. Quick handful of chalk. Reaching out for the claw hook onto the next section. Unhook, rehook. Now onto the direction change portion. Smart to use that oval technique, swing shape. Opting to take chalk here. You can see by the time everybody gets to about this position, you can see the look on their face changes. The last real big thing of the competition for these guys, the burnout, one hand catch. Just kind of stays on the bar. Saw Christopher's family here cheering him on today. A couple of his teammates cheering him on. What does he have left? He's going to have to dig deep. His hands themselves still look strong. He's able to do big reaches up to the high parts of the cones. Got a lot of burnout strength left here. So we saw Will make this transition earlier. Fingertips. Fingertips, just refusing to let go. Saw this transition made just previously. Just comes down. Monster run out of Christopher. What a day he's having. Being the first finisher in hybrid and then positioned himself in second place in the burnout. Back down to the starting platform, Brayden. He's had a good day so far as well. See what he has left. We have Will, Christopher, and Logan. Top 3 in burnout currently. We'll see what Brayden has to say about it. Opting for a single cannonball. Moving along the spinning bar. Really making good time as his transitions are very fast. You can see the way he pre-positions his hips from bar to bar. Gives him a head start on reaching for the next component. It's only been hanging for about a minute. We're already on to our 6th point here. Opting to take chalk. Dangling along. The gym really does get quiet during a burnout run. Everybody just internally theorizing and hoping. Fingers are crossed. We can get somebody to a new position within the burnout, maybe even a clear. Brayden is looking stronger than ever up to this point. Really hasn't even slowed. Gonna get into... Just comes off the chalk point right before contacting that next cliff touch point. That's a great run. Up next, we've got Aiden. Aiden's out here, really hard worker, multi-gym athlete. Put together a monster speed run. Almost had the fastest hybrid, but a quick slip up on the final obstacle. Really going for time. Cost him. Still ended up getting a clear. Now we're dangling along. Cameraman's trying to keep up with him. Struggling a little bit. Onto the spinning bar. Aiden's got 2 sweeps this year in the NSC, which means 2 competitions he won every round. He won the hybrid, he won the speed, won the burnout. We are making good time. We've only been hanging a little over a minute. You really want to minimize that. Opting to just reach. Looking calm. And so he's showing a lot of signs of experience. You can see he's visibly taking long, smooth breaths. It's a sign of an experienced athlete here. You don't want to hold your breath out of nervousness. You don't want to overexert. You don't want to overgrip. You got to know what you have left. Going for a Lachey here. Minute and 40 seconds in. Are we going to get a new position if he gets through these next cliffhangers and touches the ring? We have another touch point. Left hand almost comes off the cliffhanger. He gets the second to last touch point. Sets a new mark. Insane run. He gets to a new position. He puts himself in first with 11 touch points. He had one ring to go and a dismount, and he would have cleared the burnout. Almost never happens. Burnouts almost never get cleared. And that's about as close as you can get. He had one single ring remaining. We have one athlete remaining here for the open division in the 9U. Yeah, I remember earlier he did say that he likes burnout. We'll see what he's got left. If he has energy left to take this one down. Aiden showed us it is just about possible. Looking confident. The immediate direction change. Changing our swing shape. Confident reaches. Looking calm and smooth. Big pulls onto the spinning bar. We are trucking along. Monkey bars to little hops. Goes all the way to the very end of the spinning bar here. See how quickly he reaches up. Doesn't even glance down toward the chalk. One quick shake out of the hands. Luckily the hold type switch here. They go from sort of sloper spinning bar style from cannonballs and spinning bars into verticals. And then we'll have just a moment of levity. More of a structure manipulation type of system here. Kind of withstanding the drop. Shoulder stays up. Onto the vertical grips, onto the cones. And then we're going to finish up with the cliffhanger ledges. Does he have finger strength left? One more shake out and chalk up point here. Still looking strong. You can see the very slight grimace beginning. We saw comfortable laches to these earlier. Shea has light at the end of the tunnel. Can we? Oh, and he peels down onto the pit pillow, throws the thumbs up, gigantic smile. Took probably a year or two off of Judge Skinny's life there. That's what you want to see in a burnout. You want to see all full effort. You want to see everything they've got. Shout out to Shea. Shout out to Shea, man, putting it all out there. We got Aiden in first place with burnout. Shea second place with burnout. Will in third. We are back down to the starting platform. Open division for 9U is all wrapped up. Let's see what the girls have left. Daisy starting us off. Just trucking along. It's good eye on the judge there. They aren't allowed that high up ring. They have to go down to the lower two. On to the downward lache. Judge Skinny ready with the spot, comes up just a little short. Great run, great competition out of Daisy. Welcome to the NSC. Up next, we'll have Marlie. Look at one of our resetters' feet real quick. Now we've got Marlie taking on the burnout. Dangling along. Here we go, looking for that first touch point here. Picks it up. Generating swing here for our first dynamic transition. Has plenty of swing. Tricked our camera operator into thinking she was going to lâcher one swing earlier. Now we are on to the redirect. Picking up another touch point with that yellow cannonball. Might need the trapeze bar. Let's run out of Miss Marlie. Burnout really is tough. Really is a tough course type. Heading to the starting platform. Now we have Evelyn from Ninja U Ankeny. Evelyn's beginning her burnout journey with the egg lane. Couple direction changes, couple height changes. Picking up a touch point, really good usage of that backswing to generate momentum quickly. No problem on the first dynamic move. Reaching out to the yellow cannonball to secure another touch point. Using that scissor kick, sort of desynchronize your legs to get a head start on momentum generation. Using it again. She is allowed the cannonball behind her if she needs it. Able to figure out the change in swing. She will pick up another touch point on this yellow cannonball. Keep on moving on through. Just has to get up to the spinning bar next. She's able to hang on. Peels off, cannonball's kind of going all wily. Snatches one, stops the swing. Gonna have to match or reach to the second cannonball very quickly. Nicely done. Uses that shoulder strength. Gonna have to go mixed grip here. Glances down quick. You could tell maybe getting a little bit tired. Probably spent just a little bit too much time on the cannonballs. Great run out of Evelyn. Gets to a new position, fourth touch point. Here we go. Another Jerry Boyd shirt. Zoey Smith taking on burnout. Beginning the burnout journey. Excellent direction change. Building plenty of swing for this movement downward to the long trapeze bar. They do get chalk on that trapeze bar. A little bit too early in the course for any of them to use it so far. Zoe's going to be the first. It's a smart move. It shows that she's paying attention to how she feels, what's going on here in the course. If she wanted to have chalk there. After seeing a lot of athletes go down on the cannonballs so far, here we go. Also using the previous cannonball to make her swing more linear. Really a good sign that she's focused here. Looking confident. Pulling along here. We haven't had anybody get beyond the spinning bar yet for the girls division. Zoey Smith positions herself into first on contact with the spinning bar. Burnout's very, very tough here. Real tough push. Up next, got another Jerry Boyd shirt, Jayla. Jayla's not a stranger to the NSC. Had a good year last year competing. Picking up her first touch point. Building swing for our downward trapeze bar. Lachey. No issue so far. It's going to opt for chalk here. A little bit can go a long way. It is sort of a distance in between this chalk point and the next. See her changing her swing shape. Opting to use the first cannonball as well. Maybe taking a page out of Zoey's book, the previous runner. If she can secure this grab and get one more touch point, it'll position her up into first. No problem on the spinning bar here. Trucking along. Just has to keep on moving. There will be a moment of rest. If she can just get down to those non-spinning bars as fast as possible. You really want to do it quickly. Just comes up short. Just short of the next touch point. Great run out of Jayla. Did put her just by a couple seconds into first on the burnout. 2 runners remain. Will we get one of our female athletes beyond that corner? See if Miss Ruff has anything to say about it. Generating swing. Very confident on the Lachey downward. Immediately changing directions into the cannonball lane. See a lot of the last handful of girls opted to use the first cannonball. Let's see. Noticing that her swing was coming around, opts to not, stays calm, doesn't try reaching for anything else, still picking up touch points. Gotta see Jayla hang on to this spinning bar just previously, really extended out, still makes it happen. You want to get down this thing as fast as you possibly can. Using just the little hops, try to make it happen. Gonna go for an early Lachey, get out of there as soon as possible. We have contact, we're in new terrain. If she gets this touch point, that will secure her a current first in burnout. Probably gonna want chalk after all that. Into new terrain here for the girls. Real quick flicks of the wrist. Just comes down. Way to push to a new mark. Gonna put her in first for burnout. The new position to beat. We have our final runner of the 9U age group. We'll see what Evelyn has left. Gonna see. Had a really good day so far. Good indication is that she's running last for burnout. Goes by performance. Kind of earn your way to a later position in the run order in these youth qualifiers for burnout. Can see her position and begin to kick toward the cannonball. Using that long reach, moving with a sense of urgency, collecting touch points one after another. What do we have left for endurance? On her third course run of the day, the hardest one by a long shot. It's been hanging this entire time so far. No real moment of levity until this point here. Still looking confident, still looking calm. Tiny shakeout so far. Reaching up to the claw hooks. Onto the new style of hold. Trucking along, looking calm, looking confident. Can she figure out this direction change? She knows she gets a little break by the time she gets to that bar, and she does. This has secured her a first place position in the burnout, and I believe a first place position overall. She is not done. Plenty of energy left, it looks like. We're moving on to the cliffhangers. Glancing down, still making it happen. Blindly reaches behind the cliffhanger structure. We are in new territory here for the girls. Picking up another touch point as quickly as possible. We are not done yet. Evelyn Pedersen is annihilating this burnout course. Here we go. Just gets to the very end. Gets the fist bumps from the coaches. Gets the hugs from the teammates. What an exciting round. Fantastic work out of all the competitors all day long so far. What we're going to do is we're going to put our podium together. We're going to make sure that everything was entered into the system correctly. And then we will meet you down on the floor for our awards for the first division of the weekend, our 9U division, our NSC Youth Qualifier here. It's been an exciting day. I want to thank you for tuning in. We'll see you down on the floor in just a minute. All right, everybody. There they are. Everybody's waiting patiently to hear the final results. See who heads to sectionals. All right, everybody. Back down to the floor. Let's see how things ended. In third place in qualifying for sectionals, it'll be Jayla. Jayla rocking the Jerry shirt, second place.
Make sure he says the last name.
Qualifying for sectionals, we have Evy Ruff.
Make sure you say the last name because there's multiple Evelyns.
First place and a clean sweep, winning every discipline. Got Evelyn Pedersen. There they are. There is your podium. All three will qualify for sectionals. Third place for the open division, we have Mr. Christopher Dunn. Second place, got Mr. Shea Allen. First place, champion of the 9U open division today, we have Aiden Lekie. And we have Brayden Halzle making his way into sections. It does trickle down. Here is a look at your full podium for the 9U division. Not Evie hustling in. Let's make her way through the warm-up area. There's a look at him. Outstanding performances all day so far, everybody. Three courses they ran today at 2:40. It's going to be our next runner, so we do have a little bit of time to allow these guys to swing around. Looks like the judge is going to give them about 20 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. 2:40 p.m. Central Time here. We're going to have our next runner. Thanks for watching all day. We will see you back soon.